December 16th, 1773. Boston Harbor lay still under the winter moonlight, but beneath the calm surface, colonial America was teetering on the edge of revolution. That night, a group of determined patriots took action that would spark a chain reaction, one that would forever change the beverage habits of a nation. Their target, British tea. The roots of this defiance lay in years of frustration over British policies. The Tea Act of 1773, which granted the British East India Company the exclusive right to sell tea in the colonies, wasn't just a tax burden. It was the embodiment of taxation without representation, a phrase that would soon become synonymous with the struggle for independence. Led by the Sons of Liberty, a group of patriots gathered in secret that night. To send a message to King George III, they planned a bold act of protest. Disguised as Mohawk Indians to hide their identities, and as a symbol of their emerging American identity, they marched toward Boston Harbor. In a coordinated and methodical effort, 342 chests of British tea, worth nearly $1 million today, were destroyed. As the tea leaves mingled with the cold harbor waters, a new American symbol of resistance was born. Following the Boston Tea Party, tea drinking fell out of favor. To drink tea was to drink oppression. But a substitute beverage quickly filled the void: coffee. This shift wasn't just practical, it was deeply symbolic. Choosing coffee over tea became a way for Americans to declare their defiance, a patriotic act that reflected their growing unity against British rule. Coffee houses sprang to life as the epicenters of political thought. These establishments weren't just places to get a caffeine fix. They were hubs where revolutionaries, merchants and intellectuals met to discuss the future of the colonies. Key figures such as Samuel Adams and Paul Revere often gathered in these spaces, strategizing and fueling the spirit of revolution with every cup. This early adoption of coffee as a revolutionary drink marked a significant moment in what we now call the first wave of coffee. Although the term itself was coined much later, the first wave refers to the era when coffee became widely consumed and began to be mass-produced, driven by demand from Western countries, including post-revolutionary America. While large coffee companies, as we know them today, didn't arise immediately, this period set the stage for coffee's commercial explosion in the 19th and 20th centuries. As coffee consumption grew, so did the infrastructure supporting it. By the 1800s, coffee importers and merchants laid the groundwork for an industry that would become an integral part of global commerce. The seeds planted during the Boston Tea Party helped establish coffee as a cultural staple in America, leading to the eventual rise of iconic coffee brands and commercial practices. Coffee and patriotism. Drinking coffee became more than just a matter of taste. It was an act of loyalty. American patriots preferred it over tea to distance themselves from the British. This newfound cultural norm made coffee a patriotic symbol of independence and American resilience. Patriotic propaganda even encouraged people to embrace coffee, further embedding it in the American psyche. With this cultural shift, coffee houses became the heartbeat of revolutionary fervor. A deeper dive: coffee houses as political hotbeds. These coffee houses became breeding grounds for ideas. Political pamphlets like Thomas Paine's circulated widely, and debates about democracy, liberty and the future of America filled the air. Coffee houses were informal universities where ordinary people could engage with Enlightenment ideas. Unlike tea, which was often associated with the elite and British traditions, coffee was more democratic. It was affordable, accessible and well suited for long discussions about the future of the colonies. Coffee's legacy and the waves of coffee culture. Today we are living in what experts call the third wave of coffee, a movement that emphasizes specialty coffee, sustainability and the artistry of brewing. But it all started with the first wave, when coffee became a staple of daily life, thanks to the choices made by American patriots centuries ago. By the late 1800s and early 1900s, Brands like Folgers and Maxwell House made coffee a mass-market commodity, marking the height of the first wave. The second wave came in the 1960s, with the rise of large international coffee chains, elevating coffee culture and focusing on espresso-based drinks. Now, in the third wave, coffee has come full circle, with an emphasis on quality, origin and ethical sourcing. Each cup tells a story, from the farmers who grow the beans to the roasters and baristas who prepare them. And in America, this story is deeply rooted in a legacy of rebellion, independence and unity. So next time you savor a cup of coffee, remember, you're drinking history, revolution and a legacy that continues to shape our world. If you're looking for a bold specialty coffee that honors this rich heritage, visit generalwarfieldscoffee.com. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more stories that connect the past to your daily brew.